Pour yourself a cold one and join us for an hour filled to the brim with fun,
Bite your tushy.
entertainment,
Donkey, don't give me that side.
information,
That is heavenly.
and a little weirdness.
Yeah, if you show up to the St. Patty's Day parade just with no green,
We're pinching you.
yeah, we're
Right
coming.
there.
We're coming at you.
With your permission, because we don't want to be sued.
It's Happy Hour with DJ Kyle.
Hey, welcome to Happy Hour. I'm your host, DJ Kyle. So glad that you're here with me. We've got a fun show lined up for you. If you've been feeling down or you kind of see all the negativity around you, well, this is the show you're going to want to make sure to stick to, because we're going to be talking about some real good things that have been happening around Lake of the Ozarks. Also on the show this week, we have our storm spotters, Eric and Dan. They're going to tell us a little bit about how they go about doing the storm spotting, maybe even ways that you can get involved. And of course, we have a furry friends, and it's a cat named Jill on the show. So stay right there. A lot more Happy Hour coming up for you.
Happy Hour with DJ Kyle is here because of these amazing sponsors. Our Veterinary, with locations in Lynn Creek and Lori. Surdike Yamaha, your home for year-round fun. And American Elm Company, offering exceptional decor and interior design.
Gary Allan in concert.
Every storm runs that rain.
Gary Allan.
I'm just sitting out
Live.
here watching airplanes.
Saturday, May 4th at Ozarks Amphitheater.
On but the radio.
Buy tickets now at ozarksamp.com, Bridal Cave, or Split Arrow Boutique.
Where I need to be.
Don't miss Gary Allan, part of the COMC concert series.
If it's happening at the lake, it's happening on Lake TV. From the polar plunge to festivals, parades, aquapalooza, and boat shows, Lake TV has it all. Even the granddaddy of them all, the shootouts. If you're looking for places to party, things to do, or even a new home to move into, you've gotta love Lake TV.
Being close to the water makes you more you. It's where the great unknown brings clarity. And letting go is how you really get going. Because only when you're on a Yamaha Wave Runner do you truly discover what you're made of.
Visit Surdike Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
Hello and welcome back to Happy Hour. I'm your host, DJ Kyle, and sitting here next to me, our good friend Megan. She's our producer. She does such a great job here at making Happy Hour and so many great things here on Lake TV. Just phenomenal. And now she's sitting here. What are you doing here on the show today?
I'm not really sure. I just decided to sit here and...
Normally you're behind the camera doing things.
Yes, yes, I am.
turn around and here you are now.
Hello, yeah. So I'm a person who is naturally negative. It's just something that happens super easily for me.
See, you're
it's
not
just
with me.
real easy. Well, so you bring the positive out of me because
okay.
you are a golden retriever as a person, like in the best way.
Wish I had a dog.
Yes, and so it encourages me to be positive.
Okay.
And so I am actively trying to be a more positive person, trying to see the good because, where our country is and just, life in general for a lot of people, there's a lot of bad out there.
Yeah, and sometimes it's
yeah.
exhausting.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the bad sells, the bad gets views, and so typically on the internet, there's, the bad stuff has more views, it's pushed out more because people engage with it more, and so it's really easy to just have like a news feed full of just bad.
Yeah.
And so...
Which brings us down.
Yes, indeed. And so I am trying to make conscious decisions to be more positive and look for the good and all of that. And so I went to our local Facebook group called Lake Area Happenings.
Oh, yeah.
You may know it can be pretty dramatic at times and very negative at times. Yeah. And
It's so fun.
yes. You grab your popcorn sometimes, and just read the comments. So I decided to ask, hey, Lake Area, what's some good? Because a lot of people go on there and they want to complain and they want to, point out the bad and stuff. And so I'm like, let's talk about some good things.
I like that.
And so I asked, and they answered.
Oh, I like
So
this.
I'm going to share good from the lake area.
All right.
Yeah.
I like that. So, lake area, sit back. Here's some good for you.
Yes, exactly. So Carol said that a nice man paid for her stuff at Dollar General in Sunrise Beach around Christmas time. Now, people hear about this stuff all the time. People
Yeah.
might think that, oh, it's, a small thing. But like for that person, that's a huge deal. This was Christmas time, and
Yeah.
she's still talking about it.
Still remembering
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
See, it is those little things that could make a big impression on people's lives.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Naomi said her husband stops for every single turtle to help them cross the road. Every single one.
I had a friend, Wendy, that would do that.
I love
all
that.
the time.
So great. Jessica wanted to brag on Brad with Ozark Waste Services. He spent his morning after a big storm recently clearing trees. So he's just out on his route, picking up trash, and there's down trees in the road. And so he ties a chain to it, ties it to his truck, backs it up, and is pulling trees off of the road.
Wow.
Just
now that's
out doing his job.
That
and
is really
decides
cool.
to do that. Yeah.
I like that.
I love that. Rita said her neighbor brought her mail to her because they noticed that she received a large package and was like, that's going to be hard for her to heavy. Or hard for her to heavy. Yes, hard for her to lift because it's heavy. There we go. And decided to bring it in for her.
That's a nice neighbor.
I love that, yes.
That's good.
Donna has had people pay for her fountain drink at the gas station multiple times.
Really?
And again, that's one of those things that's like, it's a couple of bucks, not a big deal, but it stands out to that person.
How does she get that multiple times? Donna, we got to figure out what you're doing at gas stations. I need to learn this trick.
Yeah.
Do I stand there with my fountain drink going,
Yeah.
wish someone would pay for this? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I got to
Yeah.
figure out how she's doing
Yeah,
this.
right. So Audra said that she's seen countless deliveries of free firewood, food, clothing. She loves seeing those little pop-up, the little box libraries.
Yes,
and
I love
food
that.
pantries in our local neighborhoods. And she just wanted to talk about the overall kind of good that she's seen.
I like that.
Yeah, I loved that. Anita has her friends carry groceries in for her because she has a bad knee. She's had a DoorDash driver not only bring in her groceries for her down her stairs, but also offer to put ice melt on the stairs for her.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I love the lake area and just the heart that people have when they just see someone that is in need and they take care.
Yes, I
That's
love it.
good.
I love it so much. Janet had to go to Big O in Lake Ozark because she had a leaky tire. And she's like, it's just going to be a quick patch. Nope, she needed a whole new tire. And lots of times you're not really ready for that expense. So a random woman sitting in the waiting room paid for her tire.
Wow.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah, isn't
That's
that
good.
amazing? I love it so much. One of our favorites at the lake, Mike Clayton, he works for Wonderland Camp, and he just wanted to brag on all of the people that support Wonderland Camp. Obviously, we'd be here all day reading the whole thing, but he highlighted a few. Dawn at Southwest Stone Supply, Rebecca at Home Depot, Rebecca at Gateway Industries, Mark at Hy-Vee, Christy at the Lake of the Ozarks Shootout, and so much more. He just kept going on and on. And he's like, our community is incredible. And I totally agree.
I absolutely agree.
Ray is moving his in-laws to the lake and, moving and trying to downsize. What do you do with all your stuff?
Oh, yeah.
It's such a huge problem to have to do a big yard sale or something like that. And so he managed to reach out to Bryant Auction and they took care of all of it.
Wow.
He's it was the easiest process ever.
And I get to do a lot of fundraisings around the lake, and to see Bryant Auction, they're out at so many donating their time, auctioning things off to raise some funds for different events around here. So I love it.
Yeah. And then the last one, my friend Andrea reached out to me. So she works at the Camdenton School District, and the school district has tons of volunteers. One of them specifically is Dana, and she said that she's there almost every single day, all day. Volunteering, helping out teachers with things. She's in various buildings all the time, and she's just super dedicated. And this is kind of a twofer because there's a couple of things that I didn't know about. So Dana will also take her own money and buy in bulk little gifts and stuff, because apparently, I didn't know this, Dogwood Elementary does a little holiday market for the kids. So the way that it's set up is each item is $1, and the kid buys the gift, and then it is wrapped and a tag is put on it so they can take it home to their parents, their siblings. It's the
That's a
kids' opportunity
great
to do
idea.
Christmas shopping for their family. And so Dana purchases some of these items out of her own pocket so that the kids can do it. And also, bonus, if the kids don't have the money, somebody donates the money to the kids to still be able to buy gifts.
Now, that's something
Yes,
good right there.
right? I just feel better.
I do too.
It was great. This was
It's
fun.
It's good to feel good,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Well, hey, coming up next, we're going to feel good because there's a couple good guys that are around the lake area making sure that our families are safe from storms. So we have that coming up next right here on Happy Hour. Thank you, Megan, for
Thank
coming
you.
in. I feel good.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all. We think it's hot stuff when things cool down. We spring into action when things start warming up. Of course, summer is one big, huge shootout on Lake TV. And we fall in love all over again when autumn rolls around. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all.
Ozarks Amphitheater, the exclusive attraction of Happy Hour. You can enjoy live music, great food, phenomenal drinks, even before getting into the venue. So much new stuff going on this year. COMC Concert Series. Make sure you get your preferred parking so that you can get up front and get in easy. It's all of that. Check it out online, ozarksamp.com.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Hey, it's your pal DJ Kyle. I'm inviting you out to come and see me out in the public. Come on out Sunday nights at Captain Ron's. We're starting up the Senior Heart Out competition. Starts at 6:45. You get signed up at 6 o'clock. Amateurs only, and you must be 18 or older. Monday nights, I'm at the Glory Hole with some music bingo at 7 o'clock. Tuesdays, come see me at Red's Barbecue in Laurie. That's at 6:30 with music bingo. Every Wednesday night, I'm at Alley Cats at 6:30 for trivia. And Thursday nights, you can find me at the Highlander Public House in Camdenton at 6:30 for some trivia. Come on out and see me.
Being close to the water makes you more you. It's where the great unknown brings clarity. And letting go is how you really get going. Because only when you're on a Yamaha Wave Runner do you truly discover what you're made of.
Visit Surdak Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
Welcome back to Happy Hour. Here next to me, we have a couple of really interesting guys. This is Dan and this is Eric from Lake Area Storm Spotters. We have seen some crazy weather and some crazy storms this spring and really even late winter with the tornadoes in the area and just some really bad thunderstorms rolling through. And it's guys like these guys here and so many others all around the area that are the boots on the ground that are looking up at the sky and are spotting these storms and getting that crucial information to the people that need it so that people can be in safe. So let's talk about, how did you guys get involved in this? Like what was your start in this?
So mine was in '99 in the Oklahoma City tornado. I lived in Oklahoma, and the same system that dropped the tornado in Oklahoma City dropped one in my town.
Okay.
And ever since then, I was probably 9 or 10, and I've just studied severe weather since then, and it's grown drastically over the years.
So that started as a young kid.
Yes, sir.
You just so like, how did you get your knowledge and training? Just reading and.
So I took the National Weather Service courses every year, and there's a whole bunch of online training that we can take. There's some training that meteorologists take that we take.
Okay.
So it fascinates me by being able to know what's happening and what might happen next.
Yeah, absolutely. And now how about for you?
Well, I've always been fascinated with the weather, even as a kid. But when I went to Oklahoma City with the VA, because I worked with them, transferred from Des Moines, I was there right after the tornado that wiped out Moore.
Oh, wow.
So I started taking the same classes that he spoke about through the National Weather Service, and then moved up here because I retired, and Eric and I helped start up the CERT program for Camden County. He eventually ended up leaving, and then I ended up eventually leaving, and that's when I linked up with him with Les.
That's really cool. So the Lake Area Storm Spotters, now this is, you guys, you do all this training, and you're out there, and you're the ones that you would contact, like the National Weather Service, when you see, hey, there's a funnel forming, and you always hear, on radio and news and stuff where they say, oh, spotters have spotted a blah, blah,
Right.
blah. And I just thought, I don't know who the spotters are. So you're the spotters.
Yes.
So
Yes.
take me through a storm coming in town, or if you know, hey, tomorrow there's going to be, some possible storm. What's your process? How do you go into getting ready, and what do you do for this?
Usually we know a few days in advance if we're going to have any kind of severe weather. The weather is very finicky, and it never is going to follow what they say it's going to.
Yeah.
So usually the day of, a couple hours before, be like, hey, this is what's coming in. Let's go ahead and get in our wherever we're going to be at. Sometimes it may be 5-6 hours ahead of time, just to kind of watch, make sure nothing's happening before. And as it progresses, then we'll resituate to wherever we're going to be at to watch it come in. Wow. A lot of the information we get from the National Weather Service, their hazardous weather outlooks, their watches and warnings. As storm spotters, we're not meteorologists. We don't do any forecasting. We rely on National Weather Service heavily for all that.
Yeah.
All we are here to do is to try to keep people safe by reporting what we see. We report to the Camden County Emergency Management and to the National Weather Service. And we have direct contact to both of them at any given time. Tornado back in 22 in south of town. We were out there all day long watching it. Well, it come through, we saw the wall cloud, and radioed in the National Weather Service, and they issued a warning off of it.
Yeah.
So
That's a very intriguing thing that you're able to be those, like I said, the boots on the ground, and to get that information where it needs to be. Because there's the radars, they can do only so much. They
Right.
don't have the eyes to be able to see, like, oh, this funnel is starting right now. And you
Exactly.
can say, I just looked up and saw that, and you can radio that in. And
the particular storm that we're talking about, it was just a severe thunderstorm warning. And then we saw it progress into a tornado, and it later on produced an EF1. Being here at Lake of the Ozarks, we're almost smack dab in the middle between Springfield, Kansas City, and St. Louis. And all three of the radars only have so far that they can reach. So in our area, we're almost in a dead zone where it's hard to see anything on radar. With all the topography of the hills, all of that, it makes it even harder. So being storm spotters and even mobile spotters, what my team does, we go out and actually chase these things.
yeah.
And by being able to do that, we can show, hey, the radar is correct, or no, it's not. We need to upgrade this to the next one.
Wow.
So
I'm sure there's got to be someone that's out there that's been like, I've always had a passion for storms and always wanted to maybe do something like this, but just never knew how to get involved. How could someone get involved and be a part of the Lake Area Storm Spotters?
So we are on Facebook, and that if you search LASS, Lake Area Storm Spotters, you'll find us. If you can reach out to us through that, we'll get you signed up with all the classes that you need to. All of our training is free of charge.
That's cool.
We don't charge for anything, and you get all the training that you need.
Yeah, that's really great. So again, if you are interested in this the least bit, check them out. They're also very fantastic to be following just as all the time. So the LASS, follow them on Facebook, because any storm that comes into Camdenton, guess what? They're going to be keeping you updated and letting you know all of the weather happenings that are in and out of the lake area. Dan, Eric, thank you guys so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Such a neat thing, and I'm definitely looking forward to learning more about what you guys are doing, and following you on Facebook, and seeing some more of those storm spotting, right?
Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate it.
Well, thank you guys again for coming on. We have more with Happy Hour coming up right after this. Stay right there.
Gary Allan in concert.
Every storm runs that rain.
Gary Allan.
I'm just sitting out
Live.
here watching airplanes.
Saturday, May 4th at Ozarks Amphitheater.
On but the radio.
Buy tickets now at ozarksamp.com, Bridal Cave, or Split Arrow Boutique.
Right where I need to be.
Don't miss Gary Allan, part of the COMC concert series.
If it's happening at the lake, it's happening on Lake TV. From the polar plunge to festivals, parades, aquapalooza, and boat shows, Lake TV has it all. Even the granddaddy of them all, the shootouts. If you're looking for places to party, things to do, or even a new home to move into, you've gotta love Lake TV.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it. Welcome to another edition of Furry Friends presented by our veterinary. I'm Megan Albers. This is Mary Meow Me Tilly. We are out here at Ozarks Cat and Canine, and we are hanging out with Jill, who it has been a blast. We kept getting distracted playing with her, so we've been here for a while. Tell me about Jill.
Yep. She is a very playful girl. We have her aged at about 2 years old. But she's still got all that kitten energy, very, very playful, very spunky, going nuts over that fuzzy ball thing up there. So we featured a few weeks back, we featured Jack.
Yes, Jack.
That friendly orange boy who got adopted immediately after the segment aired.
Yes.
So this is Jack's wife, Jill.
Okay.
And so for those who don't remember, Jack and Jill and their 5 babies were found in a box in the middle of the highway. Somebody was driving down the road and stopped to, they had to swerve to miss it. They stopped, they pulled over to pull the box out of the road, not expecting to find 2 adult cats and 5 babies in them.
Yeah.
And the babies were about 3 weeks old when they were found. Jill has been an amazing mama. Sometimes we have mamas that, once the kittens get to a certain age, and they start getting really rowdy and rambunctious, especially when you got 5 babies in the kennel with you, and sometimes the mamas get tired of it real fast.
A little stir crazy.
But yeah, she was a great mama, nursed them up until, the point where they were ready to be weaned, and she and her babies all got fixed this past week, so they are ready to leave us now.
All right. She's amazing. Like, she's so much fun. She's a little bitey, but they're just. But
she doesn't hurt. And that's she got the little love nips and
she's very playful.
Very playful. We do not know 100% how she would do with other cats. Obviously, she lived with one. We don't know how long they were together before they were found in the box.
Yeah.
She kind of, once we opened the door here, she kind of peered down under, looked at the kennel underneath her. That cat hissed at her, but she did not hiss back.
Yeah.
And then she kind of peered over here to the one behind me, which is where India, who has to be the only cat in the household, was at. She kind of looked around over at her for a little bit. So I think she might be receptive to other kitties in the household, but it's never 100% guarantee.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, she's amazing. I'm surprised she's still here. I mean, I know she was just recently fixed, so she probably wasn't ready until just now. But yeah, she's amazing. Like, so much fun, super playful, loves the pets. Do you know if she likes to be held? I didn't try to pick her up.
I held her a few times back when she was still up in quarantine, and
Okay.
she seemed fine with it for short bursts.
Okay, yeah.
You know, sometimes we have ones that I will say, no, they don't like to be at all. But yeah, I had her out several times up there, and she was fine.
Yeah.
We put her and her babies on Facebook and online Saturday at the end of the day. And because usually we like to hold them about a week post-surgery, so I figured, you know, by the time I get back in the office, then, you know, we'll get some apps in and they'll be ready to leave. But yeah, we've had a lot of apps already on her babies. One of them is definitely spoken for. A lot of apps, a lot of inquiries. But we just want to make sure that these adult cats that we've got here, and we've got several of them right now, that, you know, they don't get forgotten while kitten season is here, because that's what tends to happen is once we start getting those little bitty kittens, that's what everybody wants, and they all pretty much kind of ignore the adults.
Yeah.
So we just want to make sure we get her out there, and because she's a great kitty.
Yeah, she's fantastic. So if you're interested in adopting her, you can come down to the shelter, meet her, hang out with her, let her chew on your hand. That's great fun. You can also apply at ozarkscatandcanine.com. Thanks again, Mary. It's always fun hanging out with you and the kitties.
Of course.
That does it for another Furry Friends presented by Our Veterinary. Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at Our Veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our Veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Hey, it's your pal DJ Kyle. I'm inviting you out to come and see me out in the public. Come on out Sunday nights at Captain Ron's. We're starting up the Senior Heart Out competition. Starts at 6:45. You get signed up at 6 o'clock. Amateurs only, and you must be 18 or older. Monday nights, I'm at the Glory Hole with some music bingo at 7 o'clock. Tuesdays, come see me at Red's Barbecue in Laurie. That's at 6:30 with music bingo. Every Wednesday night, I'm at Alley Cats at 6:30 for trivia. And Thursday nights, you can find me at the Highlander Public House in Camdenton at 6:30 for some trivia. Come on out and see me.
Gary Allen in concert.
Every storm runs that rain.
Gary Allen.
I'm just sitting out
Live.
here watching airplanes.
Saturday, May 4th at Ozarks Amphitheater.
On but the radio.
Buy tickets now at ozarksamp.com, Bridal Cave, or Split Arrow Boutique.
Where I need to be.
Don't miss Gary Allen, part of the COMC concert series.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all. We think it's hot stuff when things cool down. We spring into action when things start warming up. Of course, summer is one big, huge shootout on Lake TV. And we fall in love all over again when autumn rolls around. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all.
The Ozarks Amphitheater is the exclusive attraction of Happy Hour, and they are still announcing 2024 COMC Concert Series lineup. You've got to check them out online. They've announced Jamie Johnson, Willie Nelson, Robert Plant, Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer, and many more. Check them out online, ozarksamp.com.
Happy Hour with DJ Kyle is here because of these amazing sponsors. Our Veterinary, with locations in Lynn Creek and Laurie. Surdike Yamaha, your home for year-round fun. And American Elm Company, offering exceptional decor and interior design.
Thank you so much again for joining us right here on Happy Hour. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed that furry friends, that cat named Jill. Hopefully someone will adopt that cat out. Give it a fantastic home. Also, I want to say thanks to our storm spotters that we had on the show, Eric and Dan. It was very interesting. Also, that lake area good. I sure hope that made you feel good. Until next time, keep feeling good.